it's Sonnie here, coming at you from Fukuoka, Japan, and today I'm super excited because today we're going to a Japanese Costco. Look at this. We are definitely not in the city anymore. We're surrounded by mountains and we have like rice paddies around us, and we're definitely in the country out here, and it's really, really beautiful. I don't mind this trip at all. We're about an hour by bus away from the center of Fukuoka. Just like ones in America. Oh my God, look at that paddleboard. And a kayak, dude. So it's pretty much exactly like US Costco's or Sam's Clubs or whatever, but there was like an entire aisle devoted to miso soup, for example, and soy sauce and things like that. But we just found the Frank's Red Hot, which was the only thing that Joe wanted here. Everything else he's like, keep in mind we have to carry it, we have to carry it, we have to bring it on the bus, and I'm like, yeah. So I'm putting pickles back, and I'm putting these things that I really, really miss back because my priority is salsa with tortilla chips and hummus. But that's the goal now. We're on a mission. Pace? Alright, I'll take it. I'll take anything I can get. How cute is this bus stop? I love it. It's so rustic. Okay, we're back home now, and we already ate a huge chunk of the chicken, so I have a shot of that, but now I wanted to show you the haul. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to include the prices maybe here or somewhere in yen, US dollars, which is the same pretty much as euro, as well as the sterling or British pound, whatever you want to call it. First, I want to say that I was so excited, and I love buying things in bulk, which sounds really nerdy, but it's totally true. So let me show you everything that we got. Now, we were able to fit everything in 2 backpacks. Each of us had a backpack as well as a bag, and then we carried another item. You guys are gonna think that I'm absolutely crazy for spending the money on these things that I did, but you have to understand that the reason that we went to Costco was to get some of these foreign foods for way cheaper than what you can get at any place else in Japan. We've tried looking at prices at Kaldi Coffee, at Jupiter, at Aeon grocery stores, and different places that carry foreign food, but it's really difficult to spend so much money on just foreign food, even though it's so comforting to have food from your own country, or to have these things that you've just always had and now you just can't unless you're willing to shell out a ton of cash. But in Okayama, we didn't have a Costco. So now in Fukuoka, we were completely willing to ride a bus for an hour to get to Costco. So anyway, no more delays. Let me show you what we got. So the first thing that we did get was this blanket for the summer. So it's much lighter weight, and it says that it's between a full and a queen size. I'm excited about it. I love the colors. As you can tell, I'm kind of wearing the colors. So we got this. This is the first thing that we got. And then we went to the food. I saw these, and I haven't had these in so long. Einstein bagels. I'm so excited to find Einstein bagels. So I got the cinnamon raisin bagel and the Asiago cheese bagel, just because I figured sweet and savory. These are gonna be my breakfast tomorrow for sure. And with bagels, we had to have Philadelphia cream cheese. So this is really expensive in Japan, and this feels way lighter than it would if I had bought it in a Sam's Club or a Costco in the US, but it's still a ton of cream cheese. So after we use it up on the bagels, I'm gonna make my homemade cheesecake because it is so good. Everything's made from scratch, so it's really delicious. And I personally grabbed some lobster bisque because, oh my gosh, I love lobster bisque so much, and it's one of those things that, like, yes, I can make it myself, but the amount of time and effort and money that's gonna go into me making homemade lobster bisque versus just being able to buy it at Costco. Maybe it's not gonna be as good, but I'm no professional anyway, so maybe it is. But yeah, I'm really excited. I've had this in the US too, so I'm very curious if the flavor is going to be different. Like, obviously it's packaged for Japan, but since Costco is an American company and an American brand, do they take their food and just say, okay, they'll like this, they'll like this, they'll like this, so can we could just put this as it is in Japan? Or do they actually tweak their recipes? I'm really curious, so I'm gonna find out. And in kind of the same area was this tomato and mascarpone sauce. Oh, that sounded amazing, and I was just really excited by it. Because for some reason, in Japan, the red sauces here, I have a really adverse reaction to them. I get really, really sick. And I have no idea why, but there's something that Japan puts in their red sauces that my body just completely rejects. So yeah, I can make my own red sauce, I do, but then we don't really have that much room in our freezer for me to do just a big batch at once, and it's very time consuming. It takes, you know, a full day to make really good pasta sauce. I'm just giving up on it for now. I'll make bunches of it again after we move. But with that in mind, I also grabbed these. And I know jarred sauce and my Italian-American family would hate this right now, but I really miss eating red pasta sauce and just having something really quick and really easy on a really rough day where I'm teaching a million classes and then tutoring and then So I'm excited about this too. And we saw these, which is very exciting. So Parmesan cheese is incredibly expensive in Japan. So this was awesome that we saw these. And they're still pretty expensive, but it's still, I'd say, half the price that we've seen at grocery stores. And that includes Sonnie. There's a grocery store here called Sonnie, and it's actually owned by Walmart, and it's still incredibly expensive for the fruit and the cheese and the things that they don't really eat here in Japan that much. And speaking of fruit, this was my one splurge. I bought their organic blueberries. In the US, I was more prone to purchasing organic stuff. I didn't feel the need to do that in Scotland, California. So I appreciate that they're organic. So look how big this thing is. I haven't had blueberries since we've moved here. I'm so excited. So those were the things that I was incredibly excited about. The blanket we needed, that was a necessity. The other stuff was just things that I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't had you in so long. But so these were the things that Joe really wanted to get. This one we agreed, salsa. Oh, we miss like healthy snacks, you know? And salsa with just tortilla chips, which are impossible to find here. Yeah, we missed that because we used to have salsa and chips like almost every single day. So we were both really excited about that. But then Joe grabbed this, which is ground red pepper, like a cayenne spice, because they don't really have that in Japan. They don't really like really spicy food, and Joe loves spicy food. We buy sriracha from iHerb, and then now we have this too. And the piece de resistance for Joseph, Frank's Red Hot. So these came together, everything that I'm holding up, that's two things, they came together because everything's in bulk. And look how big this thing is. It's the size of my head. The last thing that I got for myself is just a gigantic bag of conditioner. So that's my haul of things from Costco that I just missed so much. You know, the Western foods, and people are gonna be like, Japanese food is absolutely amazing. Why are you spending more money for Western food? And you're right, Japanese food is amazing, but when you have it every single day at school for lunch and then most nights for dinner, there's just some nights where you want to eat something else. Personally, in America and in Scotland, every week I would make one thing that's Japanese, one thing that's from Thailand, meals I mean, for dinner, and then usually like 2 Mexican ones, and then maybe just like a salmon or a roast dinner or something more Western or whatever. But yeah, I always really appreciate variety when it comes to my diet. So I miss having all of the little things, the little stuff that I can't get every day here. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more things like this. If you're already subscribed, please hit the little bell icon next to the subscription box so you get a notification every time I upload a new video and you won't miss a thing. Please comment below with anything that I bought that maybe you would also miss, like if you're a really big Frank's fan or something like that. Let me know if we have anything in common, or if you can think of something that you would absolutely be craving. Let me know, and maybe I'll end up missing that stuff too. And for those of you who waited around until the end of the video, I know that it's been 2 weeks since my last video, and I did want to explain a little bit about that. I was going through a little bit of a difficult time. My laptop kind of stopped working, so we had to do a really big purchase for a much better quality laptop that can handle all the editing that I do. And then in addition to that, I did once again have health issues that I had to go through, and this time was different than any previous one that I've gone through, because this time it wasn't something that I caused, that I wasn't reading the signals that my body sent me, but I actually did give notice that something that I was required to do was pushing myself too much physically, and certain individuals didn't take that seriously, and I suffered the consequence for that. So every time that I'm bedridden, it takes a toll, not only physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. And in this particular case, the mental and emotional thing was so much worse than usual, because I just kept thinking, if they had just listened to me, if they had taken me seriously, I wouldn't have to be suffering like I was. And I wouldn't have to be missing work and missing my kids. And in Japan, not going to work is not acceptable. So just my stress, my anxiety, everything was completely off the charts, and I decided I needed to take a little time for myself. I started meditating now, like on the daily. I've been doing that for the last 10 days or so. Since I started meditating every day, I'm just trying to take better care of myself, basically. And one of the reasons that I'm trying to do that is because it's my birthday on June 13th. I am turning 30 years old, and I don't feel any different. Like 30 should be a really, really big deal. To me it's not. I still feel really young mentally, maybe because I'm immature. I decided now that I'm hitting 30 that I really wanted to take better care of myself and prioritize myself over others. Just trying to build up my self-esteem and just improve myself. I'm always trying to improve myself and make myself be a better person every day for others, but now I want to focus more on making myself a better person for me every day, a little bit. It's a work in progress. But anyway, I also got my birthday present already from Joe, so I wanted to share that with you guys too. Look! He got me a ukulele. I actually asked for a ukulele, but yeah, I thought it would be really cool to learn something new, and I don't think it's in tune right now, just because new ones have to be tuned like every 15 minutes, but let's see. Oh, it's not that bad. That's a G chord! Look! Look at me doing a G chord. You do 1, 2, 3, and then So yeah, if I start getting good at this, maybe I'll start playing you guys songs and singing or something. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I don't want to be a singer or anything. I'm not trying to get YouTube famous, but just something to let you guys know. Alright, so once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.